This is a very, very unique conversation, one I'm really not used to having. You're probably going to hate me for this. It is a sales call on a Monday morning. I'm not sure if you want to hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
As you've been so honest, I'm going to hear you out.
Well, it's downhill from here then. 30 seconds, let's see. So I get invited in by...
At least I can tell you're definitely a human being. There's no way I say that, right?
Yeah, touche. Well, I get invited in by business owners in the software space who are growing nicely, but if they're honest, they've got a couple of concerns when it comes to the new business piece of the puzzle. They say, look, we're great when we get in front of people, we get a lot of referrals, but it can be quite challenging to get enough new business appointments in the diary, top of funnel. Others have just worked with agencies or robots before who have overpromised and underdelivered and has left a bit of a bad taste in their mouth. But I get the feeling you're probably going to tell me life's stress-free and you don't relate to or recognise those things.
No, that's not. It's very clever because you know full well that's not entirely true, is it?
Well, most people tell me everything's perfect. Do you think they're lying to me?
There's 99.99999% of people are not living stress-free. So either you haven't worked that out yet, it's a very good lie, or people are lying to you, as you well know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let me explain what I'm doing. It's absurd. It's me. I'm not trying to find dozens of clients. It's me. I'm only going to be able to work with 2 or 3 clients at two at the same time. I'm not trying to generate a multi-million-dollar ARR business here. It's me.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Is it the case that you know who you need to go after and it's going to be quite easy to get in front of them, or is it the case that you're just going to...
No, it's not going to be cool. It's going to be a good guy. I already know it's going to be incredibly hard. And actually what I'm off to get that, and then what I'm offering, no one's offering what I'm offering. But like anything in life, as you know, the key is to get in front of people. So I already know getting in front of people is going to be the biggest challenge.
Okay. Mind if I ask a few questions about that?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so when you say the hard thing's going to be getting in front of people, you sound like you've come from a background with a lot of experience. What have you previously done to get in front of them, or what are you going to try and do to get in front of them?
There's a range of companies, but honestly I have no idea who those companies are, let alone who the founders are. I haven't done any of that work yet.
May I ask why not?
Because I wasn't ready to discuss and sell it very cleanly with people before. Okay. I've only just got to the point where I've worked out how to explain it in a sales process. Otherwise, you end up burning cycle. You just keep resetting the entire time. If you can't convince people that this is a problem that needs solving very simply, no one's going to buy it, are they? So the whole business development is wasted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But what you've described to me, Matt, is you understand clearly who your ideal client profiles are. You've identified what the key problem is. Now it sounds like it's just a case of execution. Not that it sounds like you're speaking about something that might be hard, but it may be that it just hasn't got round to trying that yet, and it might not be.
It might well be that to generate some conversations with founders, etc. I am going to have to clearly write to more than 3 people, right? I also understand the conversions.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Obviously, generating opportunities is the result of doing something well or doing something. What is it you either need to start doing or stop doing in order to get that as an outcome?
So the question is too complicated. Try again.
So it sounds like it's hard to get in front of people. That's what you're trying to do. So you either need to do something in order to do that. And you said it's letters and data.
Let's say, if I understand your question, a simpler way of saying it would have been, where's your bottleneck? So what? Well, it's partly there isn't one. I'm not trying at the moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But when I do, I don't know, because I haven't really put any thought into it. I have a rough idea of what I would like to do. But...
Okay, so would it be fair to say, based on your current position, then you've probably closed your mind to working with external partners who could perhaps help you get in front of people? You just need to try it,
Uh,
first of all, by the sounds of it.
no, no, I haven't. I'm not closed-minded to that. No, I'm not. I'm not closed-minded to it. But if you think about it, it's so personal. There is the product is me. So if I'm not the person contacting the founder, how does it? Do you see what I mean? How does it work? It's nothing against any external company. How could it possibly work if it's not me reaching out? Think about it from the buyer's perspective. It's that it doesn't make any sense, does it? You tell me. What do you think?
You're saying if you're a one-man band
Well,
consultant,
no,
you
play,
need to
play,
lead with your
play.
expertise rather
No,
than
no,
have someone
no.
do it on your behalf.
You right. Drop being me. You drop being you in your role. Think about you're that founder, right? Who I talked about. What would you think if it wasn't who reached out to you directly with something personal?
Okay.
How could that? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
To put yourself in the shoes of that person.
Yeah. Can I ask a blunt question to challenge that?
Yeah, go.
How
Go
do
for
you
it.
know either way without having tried it?
No, that's a fair question. But it's a totally fair question. But you didn't answer my original one, which is to discuss. Let's put ourselves in the shoes of that person.
Yeah. Are there people out there
Right?
who work with who are consultants that sell in a very personal thing that only the founder can, that have salespeople doing it on his behalf? Are there businesses like that
Yeah,
exist out there?
but there are. But that's so okay. Hey, I've got this product. Da 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 da. It do you not get it? The product and it's intertwined with me. But I'm just saying, you're the person reaching. You're the founder. You get that. It's explaining that. I'm seeing in the founder. I'd be like, so okay. Basically, this guy has some experience within what I do, the type of company, and he's seen something that he thinks is basically a root issue that most companies like mine face, right? And probably a blind spot I haven't got. Why hasn't he contacted me about it? If it's him, right? Do you know? Are you following me?
I'm following you.
I'm not trying to objection handle you or push back on it. I'm just being realistic, right? I'm asking you, how could it work?
Yeah, well, yeah. It sounds like what you're saying to me. This is the internal battle you're having in your head of what route to go down.
No, that's not. No, that's not a battle I'm having in my head at all. I'm just saying to you, I'm putting you on the spot. All right, okay. Put the question a different way around. Whatever your company do, take that and think, okay, how do you approach the end target like that and expect? Because let's face it, right? Between companies like yours, you get paid. People get paid for the results, don't they? If you're going to do this type of work. If I was going to take someone on to help me, surely it has to be paid on some type of results. So if I'm also in someone else's shoes helping me, I need to know that I can actually produce results, right? Otherwise the whole thing's meaningless, isn't it?
Yeah, ultimately, yeah. If you want to get
How
paid,
can
you need to deliver results.
Yeah, so is that even feasible for someone to help me externally?
I'll be honest with you. At this stage, I don't know enough about your business, what you do, to say I definitely can help. But if I told you I'm a one-man band and what I typically do is have conversations like this on the phone on behalf of my clients in order to book meetings, I mean, is there any reason you wouldn't have an exploratory conversation to chew some fat about this?
I'm happy to explore this with people. If someone can help, I'd be all ears to it.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, it sounds like yeah, it's an interesting position. This is a very, very unique conversation. One I'm really not used to having.
I'm,
It's interesting
I'm sure.
headspace you're in.
When you spent your career, look, you're very good at it. I can tell you're very good at doing these type of calls, right? And objection, and the way you ask your questions are very clever, right? Because you've got me to say no to things, which is also something that psychologically breaks barriers. Very clever, by the way. But if I gave you a very different type of role, some of the things you do, it won't work, right? You'd be like, well, hang on a minute, how do I change who I am and how I act? That doesn't happen overnight, does it?
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm struggling because this is a very, very unique conversation. I don't know enough
Well,
yet to say I definitely can help you, but it's some of the things you said about understanding about the direction you're going to go with getting in front of people is something people typically meet with me for if they're having challenges with data.
well, you will.
What do you want to do from here?
I was going to say, you obviously have something I don't have, and if I don't have the data, I can't do anything. So either buy the data or someone can help me get in the door. So I'm not closed-minded to it. And obviously, look, at least you are a human with high levels of skill doing this, right? So I suppose actually it might be just probably overanalyzing, right? The potential of what this does. You're just trying to set up meetings, I presume, aren't you? Am I overthinking actually how much you need to know about these things to help book meetings for people?
Well, let me throw it to you. It sounds like you've got a lot of experience in this space. What to you makes a qualified meeting? What is the criteria of someone to be sat in front of you?
For this situation, in what I'm doing now, it's a founder, chief exec of a company, and that's it. That's literally it. It could be there's nothing more than that. It could be someone saying, "Okay,
do they need a
fair point.
Do they need to have a problem or a challenge?"
No. Yes.
Okay.
But yes, but it's one of those situations, Joe, where it's highly unlikely it's actually highly unlikely you're going to get a founder to admit that on a phone call. It's so. Do you see what I mean? It's so deep.
Could we reverse engineer that slightly?
Yeah,
so that sounds like that's the root cause. What are the symptoms that would be showing up in the business on a day-to-day basis that the founder would recognise?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because that's what we need to dig into.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can tell by me talk about that. That's what I've been trying to work.
Okay. I mean, I appreciate this is a cold call. What do you want to do from here? What do you want to do? I appreciate I've called you out of the blue,
and we should have another call in at the beginning of January.
Okay.
But this has actually been incredibly useful because actually then it gives me something to think about ahead of that. Because I can see where you're going with it. You're asking very good questions, by the way. They're the right questions, aren't they? Because if you don't know that, and I can't explain it, you probably also know, well, where's this going to go, right? Because you can't sell it, which is then an issue, isn't it?
Yeah, if I rung up people and say I use psychological tropes, deep listening skills in order to book qualified meetings with people so you can sell, like, you can add revenue to the bottom line, people are just going to tell me to F off. But like you say, you need to say it in simple terms. Not enough meetings in the diary. They've worked with agencies who have overpromised, underdelivered, or they've had salespeople who are reluctant or not motivated to pick up the phone. This is what we need to get to with your stuff. You need to break the operational rhythm down into symptoms they recognise on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to explore that to see if that is possible. Okay. So do you say you want to diarise some time January? I mean, I'll be honest with you. It's early days. I don't know yet if I definitely can help you or be right for each other, but we can choose some fat around it. And you sound like a straight up guy, and we can have a conversation about it.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. Have you got your calendar there? You're not going to hang up the phone and think, "Oh no, I've just arranged to meet with a salesperson," are you?
Joe, what do you think I am?
Well, yeah.
I'm just a year-old version of you who's gone down a slightly different path in life.
The reason I asked, you got one last chance to bail. Once you, I'm like a vampire. Once you accept the invite, you can't rescind it.
Well, to be honest with you, I thought when you called me, I answered. I don't know why I answered. I thought it was my bloody insurance company.
Well, I wish I was selling you life insurance then, but.
No, thanks. You're better off doing what you're doing. You're better at it.
Thank you. I'm flattered. All right, Matt. Well, have a great Christmas, and we'll speak in the new year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, have a good one. Bye-bye. Bye.